Testing your speakers on StreamYard. You ever listen to that?
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, if you test your speakers on StreamYard, they give you the little song and dance now.
Oh yeah. I haven't done that never.
I kind of love it, honestly. It's a very catchy little jingle. And then she says, "Have a good show." We are live. Unfortunate amount of points scored there at the end for those of us who are sweating an under ticket in this one. Otherwise, it felt there at times it felt like the right under was the right look here, but it's going to be extremely close. We have basically a draw to this point in terms of total offense generated, just a little bit more off red zone efficiency out of Washington than we saw from the Giants, giving the Washington football team a 4-point lead heading into halftime, 14-10. Andy, I asked you some thoughts on what kind of spread we would see at the second half, considering Washington was likely going to score there. Anything change your mind based on just kind of thinking through the state of this game?
No, and I wasn't watching live lines too, because usually you can just cheat and use the live line. But
oh yeah,
I mean
this is going to come in Giants, very close. This is going to come right around 44 ultimately.
Yeah, I'd say 44-ish, and then you get the Giants Giants minus a half, maybe slight favorites to the Giants. They do start with the ball. The second half, probably 20-21. What do we got?
20.5 over -113, under -103. The second half they have only opened the money line on the side. Washington football team is -118. Giants are +102. Up there we go. Washington football team minus a half is -103. New York Giants -113. I will say this. Don't love any of these lines. Don't love anything really about this game, but the New York Giants kind of ran through their first 15 plays, which looked very, very smooth. They were assisted by a very dubious roughing the passer call that Joe Buck was very sure was correctly called. Way to carry that water, Joe Buck.
Zach Morris timeout on that. Because I said this to producer Dan off the air, like it kind of evened out. Like that should have been a field goal, most likely. That was going to be a 3rd and long. And then the Danny Dimes run, it was kind of a dubious holding call. So I think those two things evened out. Although like that drive did look good for the most part. And didn't it kind of feel like the football team had that drive on their was it their 3rd drive? Like they had a really nice drive on their 3rd drive there. It was like, oh, this felt like the Matt Nagy scripted first Bears drive of the season last year. And it looked good. It's like, can they do that again?
And then they had 13 plays for 90 yards. Then they went 4 plays and a punt. Then they had 12 plays for 84 yards. Now, on the 2 successful drives for the Washington football team, it was really Taylor Heinicke was looking razor sharp. I mean, he's throwing the ball a little high. Yeah, his ball's not great, but he's a freaking backup quarterback. What do you expect from the kid? He's not
a huge downgrade though, right?
Not a huge downgrade, no. In fact, it's a very, very serviceable Ryan Fitzpatrick impression, honestly. And it doesn't hurt that you're throwing to the likes of Terry McLaurin, who is just absolutely dynamic running routes. Holy crap, he is good. See, he is 6 for 60 so far with the 1 touchdown catch. That was a very tough catch. But the catch, the route that he ran on the front end of that touchdown catch was just something of beauty. Yeah. He put James Bradberry on roller skates. James Bradberry, he was the best free agent acquisition of any team across the entire NFL last year. And something ain't right. I don't know if it's an injury recovery isn't going well for him. If last year was somewhat fluky, but he looks like the guy that was picked up for, a nickel and a Subway sandwich off the free agency market, as opposed to the guy that was like a true game breaker last year. So, or game changer, I guess. Andy, are you in purgatory?
No, I'm out on the boat. I'm at home tonight. I might even watch the second half. I got duties at home to take care of. I mean, I'm processing some tomatoes. I got a lot of things going on, but yeah, not happy with the amount of points. Scary Terry, great. Defense isn't sticky. That's true. And it reminds me of he went to the other team, wasn't it? Carolina to Washington. Who was the cornerback a few years ago? I'm trying. You know who I'm talking about
Norman.
too.
Yeah,
and then
Norman.
it was the
Josh
opposite.
Norman.
It's like he just stunk when he switched teams.
Yeah, it was Josh Norman. I guess you
Josh
can.
Norman. There you go. So yeah, I could kind of your voice kind of went wonky on me there, but yeah, Josh
your
Norman.
signal's not super tonight. Sorry about this, guys.
What? I look good on this stream. Like my video looks good, right?
The camera's fine, but the audio is a little laggeroony. Dan noticed that in the pre, and I didn't see it. Now it's getting progressively worse, but that's okay. Albert Hainsworth, he was a bad acquisition by the Washington football team. Okay, let's talk about the second half and try to find our way in here. Again, outside of the designed runs for Daniel Jones, the post-scripted portion of their offense has been bad. Like bad. Daniel Jones still making lots of questionable decisions. The Washington front four starting to pick up a little steam at times, looked pretty good. I think Washington is the right side here in the second half, personally. I don't want to load up on any more under here, but Giants team total unders probably a touch high, a scotch high. 10.
You getting 10?
10. It's probably 9.5 juice to
I'm seeing 9.5, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think that's bettable. I think we got to play Washington football team here, money line or a half a point, -102, or stay away entirely. I've seen more that's extendable, repeatable out of what the Washington is doing than what the Giants are doing. Ultimately, this feels like this could go to overtime 2020, don't you think?
I would be super depressed about getting a 42.5 and then having that. But I mean, it's happened. It happened to you and the Bengals and the Vikings.
We just need a tie.
Actually, a tie is feasible. Patrick with a good point. Almost time for a Danny Dimes turnover. Hopefully it's across the 50 at least. I mean, that when he got sacked by like multiple players when they converged on him, I was just like squinting and zooming in, like looking like, where's the ball? Why isn't the ball on the ground? Like it should be like that's always a fumble for him. Yeah. So, I kind of agree with you. I think Washington probably is the better team, although Giants had a couple good drives. We've never, ever, ever just said we're not betting this second half, but like this second half is kind of unbettable. We'll pick something.
Yeah, we'll pick something. And honestly, Danny Dimes, if were it not for his scrambling out there, then forget about it. This game's over. Washington's probably up 14-3, 14-0. Danny Dimes, 6 carries for 73 yards on the ground. Lamar Jackson-esque out there.
Not just scrambling. Some of those were designed. I mean, a couple nice designed runs.
Yeah, that wrinkle in the offense for the Giants is about the only thing that's worthy.
Next score field goal.
Is that on the board? Is that available?
I don't think so.
That used to be the old dime special.
R.I.P. Tony. We used to bet that sometimes.
That was the old Tony book special. Do you want to pick a third quarter angle, like third quarter under, and see if we get a little bit of field position battle? The Giants get the ball first. If you can find next score field goal for better than +1,
if you can get it -110 or better, I'd play it.
I would make it like +150 personally.
It's going to be even money.
Next drive punt by Heck. Heck is sweating out the punts total here. Next drive punt is probably -1.
Oh, somebody's watching the other one, 30. The in-season Hard Knocks with the Colts. Yeah, they needed to do something because Hard Knocks sucked this year, and yeah, maybe just put it to bed. Neither defense is stopping each other right now. So with the Giants getting the ball first in the third quarter. Yeah. Would you get a better price on like Washington third quarter?
That's an interesting call.
Instead of the laying like -120 now to take them on the money line.
Washington third quarter at -0.5 is +111.
Boy,
it's not enough.
There's nothing good.
There's really not.
Like, this is where we need to find like a next touchdown score. And just
how about Washington football team under in the third quarter is 7 at +113.
It's a play.
That's a play.
Bless it.
All right, Washington football team third quarter under +113 is our play. Let's do it.
If I were going to make halftime adjustments, if I'm Ron Rivera and the rest of that coaching staff, my halftime adjustment is stopping the Dimes runs, I guess.
Yes.
Working on identifying those, getting I don't know who's supposed to be covering that area, but it's that linebacker's getting sucked in by something and he's running to a wide open field until he finds a safety. So, I mean, identifying and stopping that would be my biggest adjustment. If they can do that, the offense is not that great. It's not like Sack looked good on the one play, but yeah, we'll take it. And then whatever. Like this is a whatever du jour. Next, what is and Dan is asking, what is the Washington football third? No, it's New York third quarter under team total 7. Very specific. What was the juice on that, Drew?
I actually just played the third quarter under. It's 7.
Okay.
It's 7.5 now. Under is -146.
I thought that was a team total. I'm like, that's ludicrous.
I didn't understand the way it was listed, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So that was on me. These are very, I mean, basically we're just saying it's going to be a low scoring third quarter here. 1 field goal, 2 field goals, maybe a touchdown, but no, this isn't going to be a wide open third quarter.
Probably some more Gibson if they try to take away Terry. Some less Danny. I'm confused too. You
want to just play the second half under? Double down?
Fuck it. Yeah, just double
20,
down.
Under
double
20
down. Everybody has that.
Under 20.5 plus 100.
Very, very small. I'm not playing.
I don't know. I actually don't know what I don't know what I played, to be honest with you. The live markets is something I don't really know what I'm looking at. Let's just play under 20.5 plus 100. How about that?
There's too many lines, honestly.
Washington, maybe some. Yeah, so second half under. Second half under. There you go. 20 under 20.5 plus 100. 44 points. That's where it slants. Maybe 43. Maybe 43 if this goes to overtime 2020. Maybe 40.
First play run.
Ooh, first play run. I like that. Yeah, actually, you know what? Here's something for you guys. Ready? You guys obviously, like, there's a lot of great comments that come through in the stream for sure. By all means, if you are in the chat and you have a good angle and you want to, tell the people and
celebrity play.
Build a little reputation for providing some winning plays. This is interactive. This is not meant to be, hey, listen to us pontificate. We are very smart and super sharp, and we're going to win every second half bet. No, that's not what we're doing here. We're just fucking.
We're going to win like half of
the game. We like to bitch about the broadcast. We like to bitch about the reffing. We like to talk shit about bad beats and stuff. We're not we definitely would be all aboard with whatever you guys think. And if we see a good one, if we see a good angle, if there's a good, we'll give you some dap. Absolutely. Some people have made some very, very sharp recommendations, not just in the chat.
Next touchdown scorer. Yeah. Like there's been a lot of those that have hit. Like next touchdown scorer.
Next touchdown scorer. Yeah, that's right.
And it's funny. I think I added it. I added it up. Because we went on like hot streaks and cold streaks. Like last year was like, oh man, we won like 8 straight, and then one time it's like we haven't won in like 3 weeks, and I went and added it up. And I think we landed in that area where it's like if you bet every one of our plays at our juice, you lost like 0.2 units. It's like if you faded everyone, it's like you lost 0.4 units. Like it was just right on the break even mark. It was something.
Yeah, but for sure there were some instances where we came to second half and we were like, there is an angle. Here's what it is. Let's fire
the angle
away.
Is going not watching this game.
Those tended to be a little bit more sharp. This one, if we were putting, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is like a 2, maybe. Okay, let me ask you. Credit to your guy Noops on Brown Bag Bets. Watching Brown Bag Bets this morning, and Noops called out Danny Dimes rushing touchdown. He got that.
30. He's the Louisiana score right now.
Did he have 30-1 or 33-1? He had a
DraftKings is kind of sleeping on that. A lot of places had like 18 or 20. Number. He had 30-1 at I believe it was DraftKings at 30-1.
Okay.
Banger. Yeah, a couple people took that.
Is up 21-7. So Ohio's still barely inside the closing number here. That closed 19.5, really? Oh wow. How about that? Lala.
I'm still here. My light is rechargeable and it ran out of battery.
That game is on pace to go under the total. Yeah, man. Noobs had a great number on that one. And our guy Timmy also on the Danny Dimes. So cheers, Tim. Hope you got yourself something. Get yourself something nice there. Right out of the gates, Sterling Shepard wide open for Danny Dimes. Not looking great. Not a great start here.
That's not creepy at all.
No.
I will tell a ghost story now.
Go ahead.
I don't have any good ghost stories.
Well,
Kind of excited about the Ghostbusters with kids.
What are some of your thoughts on how the market has matured this week?
I was wondering about totals, how people would feel after that, because there's some people saying, like, with fans back in the stands, are we going to see some ugly first games with maybe some offenses on the road that can't really get moving? And I mean, there was a little of that, but at the same time, you had a couple games that flew into the 70s. So I didn't think there was going to be a massive adjustment there, but obviously we just didn't get the games to get the overreactions, and the market overreactions haven't been crazy. Like, the overreaction would be Cardinals money to come in and Vikings money came in. So like the overreaction stuff wasn't as there. Although maybe I should do like a full maybe I'll do some overreaction stuff. How far are they? Like, people are worried that are they like driving already? I need to go watch the game.
They are. It's first down for the Giants around midfield.
That's punt territory, baby.
They're about to get into the red zone and then work their way back out of it and punt, I think, is how that goes. Danny Dimes does run like a deer, and the design runs really
fast.
Have been really like quite solid misdirection. I didn't really know Jason Garrett had that in him personally. I didn't know
he's like the when people are like, oh, he's sneaky fast, which in that the joke is like when they say that in draft comps, it's like that, oh, he's white, like that, like that's what they say when they're like, oh, this white receiver's really sneaky fast. It's like, buddy, you just say he's fast. Like, you don't have to sugarcoat it. But yeah, Vanilla Vic, that's kind of a good one. He does look really, really quick when he got around that corner. It's like, all right, like, drive him out of bounds, and then he just kept rolling.
How about Jack Del Rio not adjusting at all at halftime and keying Daniel Dimes on the play action RPO stuff? I cannot imagine why he elected to continue running the same base defense that was getting shredded by the run in the first half.
And I wonder about that too. Are they worried that, like, oh, Saquon's healthy because he had one good run? I think Saquon is
he is exactly who he was before the injury, which is boom or bust. Like, I've counted 4 negative runs now and then 1 big one. And great. Your average is his average rush, by the way, is 9 yards per carry, but I think he only has 1 positive run out of all of those 5 carries.
That is something.
So how about that? 41 yards of his 46 on 1 run. The other 5 came on the other 4 runs. So
yeah, but you remember when he fell down?
Yeah, sure.
That was pretty funny. Screw him.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
3rd and 7. Zach Barkley just did a negative 1 yard rush.
My eyes look really blue in this camera.
The Giants are on the Washington 38. So if the Washington can do a little something here with their D line. Oh no, penalty, defensive holding. First down, automatic first down. I'll see. The one defensive holding they called on Washington in the first half was pretty weak sauce. That one, I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to see the replay.
We're not getting the best of that.
No, the defensive holding being called especially tight here was not something I saw coming. That's for sure. Does feel like New York is getting a little bit of the benefit of the doubt on some of this stuff. Although that was a fair holding call on the Danny Dimes touchdown scamper.
Somebody just called these roughs dog water. I've never heard that one before.
Collins, Landon sold that one. Did he? I don't know. That was pretty sus.
Montez, what?
Sack Barkley to the left end. Do you want to guess the yardage? I'll give you
-7.
-6. Were you watching?
Somebody put it in the stream.
Oh, -6 yard loss.
And they were wrong. They led me a half. What are you doing? You almost made me look good. Where are they at right now? I'll hang out here. I got a lot of battery life, baby. Just not on the light.
2-yard pass to the 30, Washington 37. It will be 3rd and 14 from the Washington 37. They're going to need another bailout penalty, I think, if they are going to get anything better than a field goal attempt out of this. Next score field goal is live.
Next score field goal.
Did anyone get a price on that, by the way? Because none of the places that I shop have that sort of shit anymore, which chaps my ass, obviously. But anyone get a price on that? Oh man, Saquon rushing over.
Oh, it went from cashing to back.
Oh Jesus Christ!
There's a lot of game left for that. If you took the Saquon over, he might watch them be like pulling him out now because he's like had enough.
He may get there.
That's pretty funny.
That's kind of hysterical.
Somebody said +100 for field goal.
Daniel Jones passed short middle to Slayton for 8 yards. They did not even try to get it past the sticks. They played for the field goal. Classic Clapper. They will attempt about a 48-yarder. This is a big kick, actually.
It's not a gimme.
You know the Giants kicker is any good? I forget who even is there.
Graham Gano.
Is it Gano?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Next score field goal. Jesus. Next score field goal.
Next score field goal. Good. Yeah.
Yes. Luckily, Calhoun didn't parlay next score touchdown with Mito first round leader.
It was +333, Mike. God damn it.
Well, I think that was just like Giants score a field goal on this drive, on this specific drive.
Okay.
Oh, Cal, I'm just teasing. You know, I've seen some burners coming after you today, though. It's rough scenes.
I know that was kind of wild.
I know. I almost got him and like defended Cal. Like, what's up? What's up with this? BAS kind of is trash.
We don't need that negative. We don't need that negative energy around here. No, sir. None of this.
Even money. That's pretty funny.
For what it's worth, Mito finished 5 under. He was 2 shots off the lead. So just for our guy Cal, we are cheering for Mito to be the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round leader and win this tournament. Because I think it's not out of reach. I like his game. It's frisky there. You think
we were cheering for John Rahm to pack it in?
Tournament? Do you think he calls it a tournament?
John Rahm is tied for 98th. He was 8-1 to miss the cut. Basically, all he has to do is just not play very well. He could probably shoot 2 under and miss the cut tomorrow. Hey, so John Rahm to pack it in, and I played Webb Simpson over him at like +230 on a matchup. Like, if John Rahm packs it in, I don't give a shit about outrights. We're done.
Nice. Hey, I gotta ask a question real quick, and then we'll wrap.
You can ask me any question you want. I get to ask you about your highlights then.
Oh, sure. There's all salt water and sit on a surfboard and then go trip over your surfboard. The John Rahm GI distress in
it's Napa. Wine. It's cab, like 9 bottles of Cab Sauv, and then some
pro athletes. They're just like us. I've had that problem too.
Oh, you get the heartburn the next day.
I've had that problem too.
Oh, when we were out there, our driver took us to like a grocery store to eat because we said, "Can we get some lunch?" And he's like, "I know just the pace." And he pulls up to a grocery store, and I'm like, "You know what? I'm not gonna go. What am I gonna go and buy something from a grocery?" He's like, "No. Go in the back. There's a counter, and it was Mexican food in the back. They had fresh tamales and a burrito the size of that couch behind you. Very, very good." But yeah, again, between all the food tastings or the wine tasting and then eating a bunch of tamales, felt like hot trash the next day. Plus, we went to an All for One concert. I swear.
Hey, bigger and more important question: does John Rahm celebrating, in Napa, does that impact his Ryder Cup performance, or do you think he still goes 5 points?
That's where I think I hope he just packs it in and goes get ready for the Ryder Cup because I'm on Europe too. I'm cheering against him tomorrow, but I'm cheering for his ass. I was born over in Europe. I'm not even turning heel. That's my squad.
La Raging Cajun touchdown. You're in the red on that one.
I didn't get a 21, so I just left it alone.
Oh, okay. What do you think
There's people on 20 though.
What do you make fair price on Rom over 4.5 points for the Ryder Cup?
I mean, you'd have to get a good price on that. That's tough. That's tough to win all 5 points. 4 or 5 to 1.
Francesco
the
Molinari
best.
did it last time.
Yeah, I guess there are some variants. But let's go John Rahm. I asked Dave Mason, answer your DMs. I asked you to put a price for Rahm 5-0. Although we did find at WinBet. At WinBet
has it.
The sponsor WinBet had, and other places I've seen some markets. It was Rahm to be the overall points leader, Rahm to be the European points leader. You can find some good prices on that. Is it for sure he plays all 5? See, I would say if he doesn't void it, just void it then.
He for sure plays all 5 unless this gastrointestinal distress goes with him to Wisconsin.
Honestly, you ever had the wine in Wisconsin? It's not as good.
No, it's sausage and beer country though, and he looks like a guy that could put down a few sausages and beers. And it's Oktoberfest season. Oh, by the way,
oh my God,
Andy
it is October season. It's Oktoberfest season in Wisconsin. He's fucked.
Andy sends me a picture of him having an Oktoberfest beer for lunch today, and it's just like, well, I guess I know what I'm doing this weekend now. We're having Oktoberfest in my backyard on Saturday for sure. Now I cannot wait. Fall's in the air. Definitely going to go down and get some of the best Marzen we can find and grill up some brats, right?
Yeah. Well, I went for lunch and literally they had this tap beer. It was cheaper than getting an iced tea. I said, well, that just makes financial sense. I'm going to get that. I'll have a pint of that Oktoberfest.
I'm not a numbers guy, but I feel like this is the right call. Yeah.
Top points was 8-1 at DK for Rahm. Yeah, that's about what I was seeing. I saw that.
Otherwise, actually, was it top points overall, or was it even? Yeah, top
points overall.
Yeah,
and then he had top points Europe.
He was like plus 250 in that market, which was interesting. So you're betting Europe, huh? You're gonna be a freaking Benedict Arnold, huh?
I was born in Baden-Württemberg, baby. We're German. I used to have dual citizenship.
Man, I don't know how.
Was it in a collector's cup?
Even though Brent Weisberger's on the team instead of Justin Rose.
Honestly, I'd rather see an Austro-German than another Brit.
Can Europe do it without Rahm going 5-0? Is there a way to get a little correlated action there on Prize Picks? Can I get a Rahm 5-0 Europe wins correlated?
Yeah, same game parlays on the Ryder Cup. I don't know if that's a full-on thing, but I'd play that. That'd be fun. Also, major league douchebag, Sir Ian James Poulter, very good at the Ryder Cup. And honestly, I'm softening on my stance. I'm softening my stance on him. If you ever watch that video of him talking to his kid, like shit, it's like, God, can I really hate you anymore? I used to hate him so much. But
is this
Poulter's good?
Is this Harrington's first captainship, or is he a vet?
I think so. Should we parlay Europe with Washington live?
No.
No one's
Washington. No. We don't want any of that.
Ooh, somebody says Rahm
halfway through the third quarter here. All right, our under's back.
Rahm top Euro.
We need a punt. I think if we get a punt here, we're going to be back in the net positive on this total.
Somebody give me top Euro, top American. Somebody just said top USJT and Euro Rahm parlayed at 38-1 for fun. Cal, you're still here. You like golf, top American. And it should be Patrick Reed.
Scheffler, probably. He likes.
I'd have to look at it. I mean, it's price dependent.
I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he's rope hat gang in general, so I think it's probably Scheffler.
I will be going to the printers tomorrow and saying, printers, print me some BetSperts hats, and they better have ropes on them because I'm doing some giveaways coming up. So I might be giving away rope hats. I don't know.
What's Monday's night? What's Monday night game? It's in Wisconsin. It's Packers Lions. Let's do a more detailed breakdown of our Ryder Cup bets at halftime on the Packers game. Does that sound good?
We'll
look at the prices a little closer. We'll consult with our golf torts, and we'll come up with some actionable angles to bet the Ryder Cup.
See you there, Cal.
And give them out on Monday halftime. How does that sound?
Yeah, I like that.
All right, good.
Bryson not to score a point. That's kind of fun.
I love it, man. All right. Well, best of luck, and hopefully this
Spieth,
continues to
Morikawa,
grind.
these are
Hopefully
all
this
good.
game just continues to grind. Grind it up. Grind it up. All right. Peace, man.